Welcome you guys to another exciting Charlie's Joy of Gay Sex series show today. I'm of course Charlie, aka Miss Charlize, and I'm going to talk about a few subjects today. They're going to be a few short subjects, but very interesting subjects. This subject I want to talk about is licking. Now, of course, licking in sex can be very enticing, just as touching and caressing and kissing, if I already said that, and all that stuff. Licking can be a big part of being turned on as well. I mean, you lick the guy's cock like it's a lollipop. You suck on the girl's pussy and lick her pussy like it's a piece of, I don't know, licorice or something. You nibble and lick on the guy's ear or the girl's ear, and it just kind of sends chills up their spine, and they're like, OMG, you cannot stop. You have to keep going. This is hot. So licking can be a very fun and very hot ordeal, as so to speak. So let me read, of course, out of the fabulous Joy of Gay Sex, the best-selling guide for gay men book. And just mind you guys, it is 12:15 at night. I was going to do this a little bit earlier today, but I was busy doing other things, so that didn't happen. So I figured since it's still kind of Wednesday into Thursday, I do two subjects now that I should have did a little bit earlier, and then I'll do my other subjects tomorrow, or later on today, so to speak. So, alright, so here's what the fabulous book has to say about licking, you guys. When we say that some guy we meet looks good enough to eat, we're not being cannibalistic. What we really mean is not that we want to chomp down on an arm or on a leg, but that we'd like to kiss and suck on his nipples, then run our tongue along the single line of light hair running from his chest down across his tummy, around or maybe right in for a second, his navel. Then further south across his lower abdomen, resting only at his pubic hair and his cock, which ought by now, if we're truly licked our way to our desire, be standing erect and ready for more tongue action. Some guys prefer licking only around the face and the head, spending time at the nose, ears, even the closed eyelids. Others are neck men, licking from the chin down and around the back to the sensitive nape of the neck. Others simply turn their lever on his front and, beginning at the ears, lick all the way down to the heels, then toes of his feet, stopping for longer or shorter periods at specific locations, such as the two indentations below the spine where the buttocks blossom out, or lower down inside the buttocks themselves. Some guys prefer the somewhat astringent flavor between the anus and the balls, a muscular cord that some men can't get enough of. Others prefer armpits and will do a better job than any deodorant, while still others go for the delicate backs of the knees. Fingers and toes are by no means exempt from the male licker's attentions. Some men are most passionate there. And then, of course, there's always the balls. A good blowjob is only good, never great, unless you've spent some time licking his balls. An extra reward of the activity is the increased flow of semen when he finally comes. Heterosexual men usually have to pay a great deal extra to professional sex workers for a head-to-toe licking. But if you're a gay man, you're probably getting it for nothing. If you've never been licked all over prior to or during sex, you're missing something special. And if you want to arouse someone who seems not that interested, someone who seems nearly dead, giving him a tongue bath is sure to bring him royally alive and ready for whatever sex you're planning. Bon appetit! So, for those of you who have been around people who are just absolutely boring when it comes to sex, and you're like, okay, is this person alive or is he dead? Am I boring him? Is he not interested in me? Or something like that. Apparently, if you give him a good tongue bath, all is fixed. So I think that sounds interesting. So definitely next time you try that, or you hook up with somebody who is that dead, try giving them a good tonguing and see what happens. Alright, you guys, stay tuned for the next subject. Holla back.